The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day after the market close. Tom takes your phone calls from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time using the data available at that time.
Let's go to Glenn in Massachusetts. Hey, Glenn, what's going on?
You know what is good for us is Tom O'Brien providing an unbiased source of information for us investors. You don't have an agenda. It's just to cut through everything and to give us the facts. I want to thank you.
Well, I appreciate it, man.
And now, here's Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. Well, 5 days a week we go, 2 hours a day we go, 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Don't take anything personally. Transform your life. When you refuse to take things personally, you avoid many upsets in your life. Your feeling of anger, jealousy, and even sadness will simply disappear if you don't take them personally. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow up 8, NASDAQ up 10, S&P's up 2, gold contract up $3.20, trading at $1,434 an ounce. Silver up 19 cents at $34.62 an ounce. Platinum up $7 at $1,849 an ounce. Copper down a penny and a half at $4.49 a pound. Light sweet crude up $2.25, trading at 103.65 a barrel. Bonds down a full 0.3 ticks at 119.10. Dollar index down 41 ticks at 76.67. Euro up 8 ticks at 138. Yen up 3 ticks at 81.89. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? We came off the high on February 18th at 1344. You go down on big volume. You pop back up on the 28th. You get to 1329. You come back down on volume. Today, what do? You go up a couple points. We do 990 million versus that 1.187. What you're doing here is an ABC structure inside an ABC, both of them down. We're going to be going after this 1294. You're going to get into that 1275, I suspect. What we're going to need as we get into the 1294 and rather to get the full projection is a 1.2 billion day. You break that with volume, bottom line, you're right down there. Now, what you also have, folks, is this. When you have an ABC structure inside an ABC, it makes it much more powerful. The conviction's more. And where I'm coming from with that, you have another one from the 1332. Basically tries to do it, get up to 1314 today. Can't handle it. Cannot handle it. We look at the Dow Industrials. What do you have with the Dow? Same type of setup in the Dow. Dow flat market today, 8 points. It got into 12,115. Couldn't handle it. The NASDAQ Composite. Same setup in the Composite. What we have with the Composite is this. Composite up $10. You did 1.9 billion versus the 2.250. NASDAQ also ABC structure inside the ABC. The Composite is at 2748. That wants to get down to the 2676 area as we go after the swing point of the 2705. That characteristic, volume characteristic right there is 2.4 billion. That's what we're going to be looking for. Gold market. Let's go over and we take a look at the gold market. What we have out here in the gold market, gold today gets to a high GCJ. Gold market out here, we are right now at 1434.80. We hit 1441. We did 140,000 contracts, and that's not enough basically to get it up and launch it, folks. This is what you have. We had done 255,000 contracts on December 7th. At 1434.10. So we'll see where this shakes and bakes, but bottom line, it's going to need a lot more to get launched that whole area. Bonds. We go over to the bond market. What we have with the bonds out here today. Bonds pull back full point, 365,000 contracts, and that 365 is coming into 379. So the 30-year right now is at the 119. That can probably get into the 117.22. We'll see whether it lightens up when it gets into that area. what it's trying to do is launch the 120.17 area. That's the way that is set up at this particular point. Oil. We take a look at the oil market. What we have with oil out here, she is trading out at 103.68 right now. Now, the spike high in oil on the 24th was 104.95. That's the way that little baby is set up. Apple today, inside the NDX 100, of course, that's what kept the NDX 100 up. Apple came out with their new iPad 3, iPad 2. Bottom line is that Apple had come down on 29 million, up on 21 today, which isn't bad. Couldn't make the high of yesterday, so it looks to me like it'll make another attack on this 355. You're at 352 right now, and bottom line is that it's going to need a lot more juice to get up and over that. Inside that whole trade today, what you had is that Steve Jobs did show up, which is a beautiful thing. Bottom line is that it just wasn't enough to get it up and over it. Now, if you want to see and take a look at, just if you're doing business with Apple, how much you can make, and if you're not doing business with Apple, how much you can lose, go look at ZAGG. Now, ZAGG, they make parts of the iPad. Bottom line is that they lost out. That equity had opened up this morning at 934. That traded down 233 with volume at 707. If you also want to see how basically they distributed at the high, well, you go right back to October 14th. What you're going to see at October 14th is that on the 13th it closed at $5.12. 14th, it goes to 745. 9.6 million shares. Then they distribute the stock. October going all the way over. Boom. They take everyone's money. In this case, it wasn't even 6.5 hours. In this case, it was the announcement as soon as Jobs got on the stage, and they basically got everyone's money in 10 minutes, folks. Actually, 20 minutes. Took it away. That's it. Why? Because that is ZAGG. Okay? Now, if we go over to SIMG, you're going to see this is who is basically replacing the deal. This is Silicon Image. Silicon Image, what does that do? That opens up today at $7.95. This little baby takes off from $7.95, and what does it do? It goes to $10.20. Same deal. Now, check this out, okay? If you want to understand how price and volume move markets, folks, take a look at this whole deal. And what you'll have is just the opposite in SIMG, meaning that someone always knows something. The first stock we were looking at, distribution was happening. There were people inside there. Flat out, they knew they were losing the contract. Of course they did, because this iPad was getting distributed today, okay? Bottom line, SIMG, someone also knew that, you know what, when this announcement comes out, they're going to make money. Why? When you go back to the 4th of February, what you're going to see is that not only it took out a B point, took it out with volume, got to a price point of 933, pulled back to 757 with lighter volume, mind you, bang, takes off today and takes off in spades. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's go inside the Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow Industrials. What you had inside the Dow today that was given a juice, it was Caterpillar, 3M, Chevron, and Hewlett-Packard. What was taking it away was Boeing, Coca-Cola, Travelers, and J.P. Morgan Chase. Now, let's go look at Boeing, because what you had with Boeing out here, Boeing got the contract. They beat out EADS. Bottom line, wasn't good enough. That spiked up there at 74. You're trading at 69 right now. She is going to basically make her way back down to this 65 to 63 area. You go take a look at J.P. Morgan Chase. Banks having a tough time out here. J.P. Morgan Chase only down 39 cents today, but what you have is that she false break topside, meaning when she broke out on February 11th, couldn't handle it, comes back inside the range, means it's game, down into this 42 area. We'll see whether she gets any juice going. Citigroup, different ball game. Citigroup has some problems here. Citigroup is trading at 460, up 3 pennies today. Citigroup wants to get into that 411 area. Now, BAC, Bank of America, she also is hammering downtown. Only 9 cents today down, but bottom line is that you have the 1340 that's wide open. And I suspect that's where that baby wants to run to. Goldman Sachs, even with their board member basically getting accused of insider trading, bottom line is that is, it was flat today, but what it is doing is that it absolutely is hammering on the 160.12 area. And the amazing thing, this morning I'm listening to the CNBC, and it actually blew my mind that there was a couple of folks on there, and when they were talking about it was Simon, it was Mark Haynes, they were asking a couple of these guys, about what they thought, and they were using words like transgressions. And they were scared to use a word that, hey, listen, the bottom line is that it's a criminal offense, folks, okay? The SEC is going after him for an administration offense, but it's a criminal offense. The bottom line is that inside trading is a criminal offense. One of them actually said, which is just a mind blower, something that, well, he was just talking. Well, anyway, Simon and Haynes are saying, you guys are out of your mind. That's the point. And I was so glad that they said they were out of their mind, because it was like so blatant. It was like, I'm not accusing the guy of being guilty, but it's so blatant to say that, okay, hold it. That's not a transgression, okay? The bottom line is that you tell someone about the financing, number one, you tell someone about the earnings, that's against the law. Bottom line, flat out, and what that, anyway. If we go take a look at the energy. So we had the banking index energy, what you had with the XLE out here today, that was up 44 cents, trading out at 77.51. Let's go take a look at the big moose inside there, and that's ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil, 17 million shares out here today. She did reject lower price, coming right into the last time. She had some strength, which is that $83.96. She went to 83.55. So that's what game is there, is that she's going to go test that 85.47 to 88 high that is out there. Inside the NDX 100, what you had, what was putting juice into it today was Apple, Oracle, Amazon, and Teva Pharmaceutical. Coming out of it was Qualcomm, NVIDIA, Costco, and Microsoft. Now check this out, because what you always want to do to get a correlation to say, okay, where is this going, is what I do is this. I will take the strongest ones first. I just took Apple. Apple looks like it can test higher price. Now I'm going to take Amazon. Amazon was putting juice into it today. Well, you know what, folks? Amazon was up 258, but Amazon, bottom line, wants to get back into this 166 area. You got the 168 today. We go to take a look at Oracle. What was Oracle doing? Oracle was up 45 cents today. Oracle also is already back inside the lower range. It came down yesterday with 30 million, up at 24 million. That's not enough. Oracle wants to go back to lower prices. Not huge lower prices, but lower prices. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the markets, folks, we had the Dow up 8, NASDAQ up 10, S&P's up 2.5. We're going to be right back.